The story of a lighthouse dates back to ancient times when the need for navigation assistance along perilous coastlines became evident. One of the earliest references to a lighthouse comes from the Egyptian Ptolemaic period. The ancient Egyptians built beacons to guide sailors, but was a construction of the Lighthouse of Alexandria, considered one of the seven wonders of the ancient world, that truly marked the significance of lighthouses in maritime history. The Lighthouse of Alexandria, also known as the Pharos of Alexandria, was built on the small island of Pharos, which was connected to the city of Alexandria by a causeway. It stood about 330 feet tall and was an architectural marvel of its time. The lighthouse was designed by the Greek architect Sostratus of Cnidus during the reign of Ptolemy II Philadelphus around 280 BC. The purpose of the lighthouse was to help sailors navigate safely through the dangerous waters around the entrance of Alexandria's harbor. At night, it guided ships with its powerful fire, while during the day, a large polished mirror focused sunlight to create a visible beam that could be seen from miles away. The structure survived for over 1,000 years, surviving earthquakes and storms, until eventually collapsed around 1323 CE due to a series of earthquakes. The collapse of the Lighthouse of Alexandria marked a shift in the development of lighthouses. As maritime exploration expanded, the need for similar structures grew. Over the centuries, many coastal nations began to build their own lighthouses to safeguard ships and crew. In Europe, lighthouses became more common during the Middle Ages, especially in areas with rugged coastlines or near dangerous rocks. These early lighthouses were often simple stone towers with small fires or torches at the top. The technology behind lighthouse construction continued to evolve with advancements in materials, design, and lighting methods. By the 16th and 17th centuries, with the rise of global exploration and the expansion of trade routes, the importance of lighthouses grew even more. Countries like England, France, and the Netherlands established a network of lighthouses along their coastlines. In England, the construction of lighthouses was largely influenced by the work of Robert Stephenson, a Scottish engineer. In 1791, he completed the construction of the famous Bell Rock Lighthouse, located off the coast of Scotland. This lighthouse was built on a dangerous rock reef and became a symbol of engineering achievement, as it was the first major lighthouse to be built on a submerged rock, requiring a highly specialized design. The 19th century saw a further surge in lighthouse construction, with many nations realizing the importance of these beacons for safe navigation. In the United States, the establishment of the U.S. Lighthouse Service in 1789 marked the beginning of a more systematic approach to lighthouse building. The service constructed hundreds of lighthouses along the American coastline, often using the designs of prominent engineers like George Meade and Winslow Lewis. The iconic Fresnel lens, invented by French engineer Augustin-Jean Fresnel in the early 19th century, revolutionized lighthouse lighting. These lenses were much more efficient than previous methods and allowed for brighter, more powerful beams of light that could reach farther distances. The widespread use of Fresnel lenses helped save countless lives by ensuring safer navigation for ships in the dark. By the late 19th century and into the early 20th century, the design of lighthouses continued to improve with the addition of mechanical systems for rotating lights, automated systems, and even radio signals for enhanced communication. During this period, the role of the lighthouse keeper became increasingly important. Lighthouse keepers were responsible for maintaining the light and ensuring the safety of sailors, often living in isolation in remote, harsh conditions. The advent of modern technologies such as radar, GPS, and satellite navigation during the mid-20th century gradually reduced the need for traditional lighthouses. Automation of lighthouse systems meant that fewer human keepers were needed, and many lighthouses around the world were either abandoned or transformed into automated facilities. However, despite this decline in their operational use, lighthouses continue to hold symbolic importance as representations of guidance, safety, and the relentless battle against nature's forces. In the present day, many lighthouses have been preserved as historical landmarks or tourist attractions, with some even serving as museums or hosting educational programs about maritime history. Lighthouses have also inspired various cultural works, including literature, art, and photography, which highlight their enduring beauty and significance in the context of human endeavor and survival. Though no longer as critical to navigation, They remain a testament to mankind's ingenuity and the timeless need for guidance in the face of uncertainty and peril on the open seas. In the modern era, despite the advancements in navigation technology, lighthouses still hold a special place in the hearts of those who cherish maritime history and coastal heritage. Many lighthouses, especially those situated on rugged and picturesque coastlines, are now recognized as iconic structures, often immortalized in paintings, photographs, and stories. Their unique architectural designs, ranging from towering stone pillars to more intricate metal constructions, reflect the regional styles and the engineering prowess of the time. In certain parts of the world, lighthouses continue to serve as vital navigational aids, though their role is increasingly supplemented by modern systems like GPS. In some countries, lighthouses are still manually operated or maintained, especially in remote locations where modern technology has yet to completely replace traditional methods. For example, in some small island communities, lighthouses are managed by local authorities who ensure they remain in good working order to support both local maritime traffic and the occasional visiting vessel. Some lighthouses have been transformed into private residences, offering a rare opportunity for people to live in these historical structures. The lure of isolation, stunning coastal views, and the chance to live in a building with such a storied past has made these lighthouses desirable properties, often attracting those seeking a peaceful, unique lifestyle away from the hustle and bustle of modern life. Moreover, many lighthouses have become important symbols of cultural heritage, and some even host annual events or festivals. They are often featured in local tourism campaigns, inviting visitors to explore these coastal landmarks while learning about their history and significance. Visitors are drawn not only to the structures themselves, but to the surrounding landscapes that make these lighthouses so captivating. The rugged cliffs, wild seas, and ever-changing skies all contribute to the sense of awe that these beacons inspire. Conservation efforts have become a critical part of maintaining the legacy of lighthouses around the world. Many lighthouses have been carefully restored, with specialized techniques used to preserve their original materials and structural integrity. Some restoration projects are funded by government grants, while others rely on nonprofit organizations or community efforts to ensure the continued. While the lighthouse keeper's profession is now largely a thing of the past, their stories live on, immortalized in books, movies, and documentaries. These stories capture the intimacy and challenges of lighthouse life, an existence marked by routine, solitude, and the constant reminder of the fragility of human existence in the face of the immense, unpredictable power of the sea. Many lighthouses, now automated, no longer require the constant presence of a keeper, but some regions still honor the memory of the keepers by hosting memorials or celebrations that highlight the significant role these individuals played in maritime history. In addition to their enduring role in cultural memory, lighthouses continue to captivate the imagination of those who visit them. For many, standing on the steps of a lighthouse or looking out across the waves from its tower is a transformative experience, one that brings a deeper understanding of the sea's vastness and the courage it takes to navigate its unpredictable waters. For tourists and history enthusiasts, the opportunity to explore a lighthouse can be an unforgettable journey into the past, a chance to step into the shoes of those who once kept watch over the waters. Some lighthouses even offer tours or overnight stays, allowing visitors to experience firsthand the isolation and beauty that lighthouse keepers once knew. For those living in coastal communities, lighthouses often hold a place of great local pride. They are woven into the identity of these communities, acting as physical and emotional landmarks. Coastal residents often have personal stories of the lighthouses they grew up near, stories of storms weathered, ships guided safely to harbor, and generations of families who dedicated their lives to maintaining the lights. In some towns, lighthouses are still seen as symbols of endurance and safety, not only because of their historic role in navigation, but also because they represent a shared history that continues to resonate with future generations. Conservation efforts around the world have taken on new importance as some of these iconic structures face environmental threats. With rising sea levels, hurricanes, and storm surges becoming more frequent and severe due to climate change, the preservation of lighthouses has become a complex challenge. Some lighthouses, particularly those located on low-lying islands or in areas vulnerable to coastal erosion, are at risk of being submerged or damaged beyond repair. In response, preservation groups, historians, and local governments are working together to protect these maritime landmarks. Some efforts involve reinforcing the foundations of the lighthouses, elevating their positions, or even relocating them to safer areas when necessary. This ongoing struggle reflects the delicate balance between protecting cultural heritage and adapting to an ever-changing world. Moreover, the integration of lighthouses into modern environmental and tourism initiatives has seen them become part of the broader movement to promote ecotourism and sustainable travel. Visitors are often encouraged to explore lighthouses as part of scenic routes along coastal regions, allowing them to experience the natural beauty of the area while also learning about the role these beacons played in shaping the region's history and culture. This modern approach helps ensure that the preservation of lighthouses aligns with the values of sustainability and environmental stewardship, allowing future generations to enjoy their beauty while maintaining respect for the delicate ecosystems surrounding them. The story of the lighthouse, both its historical role and its cultural significance, continues to evolve, and it seems likely that the future will bring new chapters in its long and storied history. Whether as symbols of strength, sources of inspiration, or relics of a bygone era, lighthouses endure as powerful reminders of human ingenuity and the spirit of adventure. Their beams of light may no longer guide sailors as they once did, but they continue to illuminate our collective memory and guide us toward an appreciation of the past, the present, and the future of our world's coastal heritage. In this way, lighthouses, though no longer as essential to maritime navigation, remain vital to our understanding of our relationship with the sea, the challenges we've faced throughout history, and the importance of preserving the landmarks that help tell these stories. They are timeless guardians, standing as enduring testaments to the strength and resilience of both nature and humankind. The lighthouse's light may be fading in a literal sense, but it shines brightly in our cultural consciousness, carrying with it lessons of hope, perseverance, and the unwavering pursuit of guiding others through the dark. Preservation of these important landmarks. These efforts are vital not only to maintain the lighthouses as historical symbols, but also protect the surrounding environments, ensuring that the natural beauty of coastal areas is safeguarded for future generations. In literature and popular culture, lighthouses continue to play an enduring role as symbols of hope, isolation, guidance, and resilience. They are frequently featured in novels, films, and artworks, often representing the human spirit's capacity to endure in difficult circumstances. The image of a lone lighthouse standing tall against a stormy sea resonates deeply with many, evoking themes of steadfastness, survival, and the pursuit of safety against the forces of nature. Lighthouses are also a source of inspiration for writers, poets, and artists. Their towering presence against the backdrop of vast and sometimes violent oceans has inspired countless works of art that explore the themes of loneliness, adventure, and perseverance. For many, the lighthouse serves as a metaphor for light in times of darkness, a guiding force through life's uncertainties, and a reminder of the fragility of human existence in the face of the powerful forces of nature. Today, lighthouses represent a blend of history, art, technology, and human resilience. While their primary function as navigational aids may have diminished, their significance as cultural and historical symbols has only grown. Their steady beams of light, once crucial to the safety of sailors, now shine as enduring icons of our shared maritime heritage, standing tall as silent witnesses to centuries of human endeavor and survival. The story of the lighthouse is not just a tale of engineering and technology, but one that touches upon the very essence of human exploration, connection, and our enduring desire to find our way, even in the darkest of times. As we move further into the 21st century, the role of lighthouses continues to evolve, yet their charm and significance remain as strong as ever. Modern technologies, such as automated systems, solar-powered lights, and the use of drones for maintenance, have ensured that lighthouses can continue to serve their purpose even in an era dominated by digital navigation systems. These innovations have allowed for greater efficiency and reduced the need for human intervention in lighthouse operations, ensuring their continued function while also preserving their historical integrity. However, the increasing prevalence of digital navigation tools, including GPS and advanced radar systems, has shifted the way maritime safety is managed. Lighthouses, while still useful in certain areas, are no longer relied upon as heavily for navigation. Despite this, they remain a crucial part of coastal infrastructure, especially in regions where electronic systems might be unreliable or where the sea conditions are too unpredictable for modern technologies to always be effective. In many cases, lighthouses act as a secondary form of guidance in case of system failures or as backups to the increasingly complex network of modern navigational aids. Furthermore, the environmental challenges posed by climate change have begun to affect some of the world's most famous lighthouses. Rising sea levels, coastal erosion, and increasingly severe storms are threats that are being taken into account in the preservation and maintenance of these structures. In some cases, lighthouses have been forced to close due to environmental factors, while others have undergone significant restoration efforts to ensure they can withstand these new challenges. Coastal communities and lighthouse enthusiasts have rallied around these efforts, understanding that maintaining these structures is not just about preserving history, but also about protecting the natural beauty and safety of the coastlines they inhabit. In some parts of the world, the romanticized view of lighthouses has made them a source of inspiration for modern-day architecture. New constructions, built with contemporary materials and techniques, often pay homage to the original designs of lighthouses, combining old-world charm with modern functionality. These new lighthouses are not always situated on the coast, but they still reflect the idea of providing direction, guidance, and light in both literal and metaphorical ways. Beyond their role as navigational aids, lighthouses have become symbols of personal and collective resilience, reflecting the ability to overcome obstacles and persevere through adversity. In many ways, the story of the lighthouse mirrors the broader human experience. The lighthouse stands steadfast against the turbulent sea, much like individuals who endure life storms. This symbolism has been used widely in various forms of storytelling, from novels to films, where lighthouses often serve as a backdrop for stories of love, loss, redemption, and hope. Lighthouses have also found a unique place in the digital age. With the rise of social media, photography, and the global fascination with coastal travel, lighthouses have become popular subjects for photographers and content creators. They're frequently featured in social media posts, travel blogs, and virtual tours, giving people from around the world a chance to experience the beauty of these structures, even if they can't physically visit them. This global interest has brought a renewed sense of appreciation for the aesthetic and historical value of lighthouses, ensuring that they remain relevant in the cultural landscape. The romantic allure of lighthouses is evident in the many stories and legends that surround them. Throughout history, lighthouses have been sites of mystery and intrigue, often depicted as places where sailors encounter supernatural occurrences or where lighthouse keepers confront isolation and inner turmoil. These stories have contributed to the enduring mystique of the lighthouse, adding a layer of folklore and human drama to their already rich history. In many ways, the story of the lighthouse continues to unfold. While they may no longer be as central to maritime safety as they once were, lighthouses remain an integral part of our cultural heritage, a testament to human ingenuity, and a symbol of perseverance in the face of adversity. As long as the seas continue to churn and the waves crash against the shore, the lighthouse will endure as a beacon of hope, a guardian of the coast, and a reminder of the boundless spirit of those who have dedicated their lives to guiding others through the darkness. As the years go on, the legacy of lighthouses continues to be celebrated in both subtle and profound ways. The sense of nostalgia and reverence that people have for these structures goes beyond their practical use. They represent a connection to the past, to the explorers and sailors who relied on them for safe passage. The dedication of lighthouse keepers, who often spent years living in isolation, watching over the lights and protecting ships, has become a symbol of quiet resilience. These keepers, often facing harsh weather conditions, loneliness, and the demanding responsibilities of maintaining the light, have become figures of mythic proportions in many coastal communities.